Hello everyone. I want to thank everyone for coming today, especially those who are finding this process upsetting and hard, and those who are struggling with their own traumatic experiences being brought back as a consequence of the discussions that are taking place around the proposed memorial. I would also like to thank our Children's Minister for attending today and being willing to listen to all sides in this debate. We have come here today for one reason only, and that is to make sure every single survivor and victim is given a voice. We acknowledge the statement released by the government yesterday, which is a positive step. I would like to state publicly that we hold you to it. I know that many of you here are amongst those men and women who did not have the opportunity to have their say when the independent Jersey Care inquiry was undertaken, and neither did you have the chance to be on the citizens panel as they made their decisions, and therefore your opinions have been missing from these considerations. I want to make it very clear that the gathering is not an anti-Sam Mesic protest. So please can we all respect one another and not make it as such. I hope that through hearing our voices and acknowledging our feelings across the spectrum of survivors, the government will be prepared to bring us all together as survivors and help us find something that everyone can live with. There are no winners in this. I believe with my whole being that we truly need to hold the government and our law and crown officers to account for the many, many years of failings, cover-ups, and for the abuse and torture that was set upon these innocent children by adults tasked with protecting them. Trust me, I would love nothing more than to see a 90-foot statue outside the homes of the Balash brothers as a reminder. However, we have to keep this focused on what it's really about, and that is remembering each and every survivor and ensuring that they are all kept safe and united. We can only achieve this by making sure the thoughts and feelings of every survivor and victim are properly heard. We know that for too many years in Jersey, our government and law officers have never put children first, and they still fail our children today. More than a memorial, what we need to see come from this is a massive change in the system. We need to see those in government and law officers being held to account for their wrongdoings. We still have abusers who abused and beat children in these government-run facilities, walking the streets with absolutely no care in the world because of our island's corrupt ways, and it's not good enough. Ultimately, what we want from this is a way forward where we can all live with. A way where all survivors, those for and against, can get together and have a civilised conversation about how we can make sure this tragic wrong is not forgotten, but equally that it does not feel like something that is in our face every day. So I propose the government and the citizens panel suspend all plans surrounding the memorial and instead organise a public meeting at the earliest opportunity for all survivors who wish to attend, but it must only be for survivors. A meeting at which we can discuss all options and come to a united decision where nobody is left behind. Every survivor and victim is on a different journey in their lives, and some may be very ready for this reminder, but we need to recognise that some are not, and this is why we need to come together. All this situation has done so far is divide survivors, and that is not what should be happening. The enemy of us all is not each other, but the system that failed us. Every person, man or woman, deserves a voice in this, and what more, it is owed to them. I have to say that if this goes ahead without every person involved being given the opportunity to have a fair say, then I will personally stand on the site to prevent it going up. If we are ignored and this is forced through, we know we are risking innocent people taking their own lives, and that is the question I ask every member of the States today. Do you want blood on your hands?